the Arab regimes that followed post-war independence. There was Thawra Tularuba, revolution of pan-Arabism in Egypt; Thawra al-Khadra, Green Revolution in Libya; Thawrat al-Malik wa-Shab, revolution of king and people in Morocco; and Thawra hatta Nasr, revolution until victory in Palestine. The word revolution in the Arab world has had a number of meanings over the years. In order to analyze the revolutionary landscape in the Arab world of the early 2010s, its genesis and its metaphorical, hidden, and overt expressions, we should connect meanings to events as framed by the media and manipulated by political and social actors. There is no one-size-fits-all explanation for the failure of democracy to bear fruit in the Arab world, since not all Arab countries are the same. However, if democratic change continues to founder following the eruption of the Arab Spring, the discontentment and disenchantment will settle into an unstable, potentially explosive situation. Since my departure from Morocco, where I was a student in the 1980s, the country has changed a lot. I left to study in Europe and eventually settled in the Netherlands. In 1994, I became a member of Dutch Parliament, where I served 2 consecutive terms, representing the Netherlands at the Council of Europe, the Assembly of the Western European Union, and the North-South Center at Lisbon. In 2003, I moved with my family to the United States to teach political sociology at Emory University in Atlanta, the city of the dream and the dreamer. I now work closely with the Martin Luther King Center and the Jimmy Carter Center. These institutions serve as a source of inspiration and motivation for my passion for the civil rights movement and democratic movements in developing nations. Despite my travels, I have never entirely left the Arab world. I teach courses on political Islam, media and social movements, and the Arab diaspora. I host frequent guests from Algeria, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, Jordan, Israel, Egypt, Tunisia, Sudan, and Mauritania via Skype. In addition to returning frequently to Morocco, I visit countries across the Maghreb, Mashrek, and Khalij. In 2007, I conducted the World Values Survey with Juan Díaz Nicolás of Universidad Complutense de Madrid. During my most recent stay in Morocco, 2 phenomena struck me dramatically. First was the visible Islamization, in terms of clothing and appearance, veils, headscarves, bearded men, and the ubiquitous religious CD/DVD vendors standing behind small aluminum carts, equipped with boomboxes blasting the same Saudi recitation of the Quran. The second striking change in the landscape was the overwhelming number of West African immigrants. Just as northern Mexico serves as the major terminal for traffic between Latin America and the United States, Morocco has become a hub for transferring goods and people between Africa and Europe, with a similarly attendant parallel economy, dominated by narco-culture, passeurs, commonly called coyotes in North America, and haraga, undocumented migrants who wish to enter Europe. The 2 enclaves of Spanish sovereignty on the Moroccan mainland, Ceuta and Melilla, are physically fenced off in order to deter entry by undocumented immigrants. These 2 phenomena are framed systematically in European and Arabic media outlets in a way that stresses the Islamic and African identities of Morocco. But the politics and society of Morocco stem from multiple histories and identities: Berber, Amzigh, Arab, Islamic, Jewish, African, Mediterranean, and European. This book is, of course, not an examination of Moroccan culture. It is a journey through the revolutionary landscapes of the Arab world by means of a deconstruction and decoding of Al Jazeera Arabic's coverage of pivotal regional events. During the revolutions of the Arab Spring, Al Jazeera Arabic provided an instrumental link between the emerging social media activism and multinational satellite television broadcasts. Al Jazeera framed and promoted the term revolution as synonymous with Islamic virtue during the early phases of the Arab Spring. Its cameras continued to roll as revolutions turned to democratic disenchantment, malaise, and willing acceptance of any kind of authority. Looking back, one is left to wonder how things might be different today if Al Jazeera Arabic